Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Friday. It's the 28th of June 2024. Gonna look at the third race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and join me tomorrow for my Stephen Foster preview from Churchill. Let's look at the third race from Aqueduct, which is a good race. It's an allowance optional claim purse $85,000, race for fillies and mares. 3-year-olds and upward statebreds here. Optional claim price of $45,000. Let's see, do we have anybody in for the price here? No, I don't believe so. So we have a field of 8 horses in this allowance race. 7 and 8 are both MTO, so 6 will go 1,600 meters or a mile on the inner turf course. Rails are up at 9 feet. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 2-horse Snowy Evening. I'm going to go 2-6-5-4 in the superfecta. 2-6-5-4 super. Top selection, the 2-horse Sunny Evening, or Snowy Evening. This 4-year filly by Frosted. David Ogg trains. Dylan Davis gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came sprinting on the 24th of May here at Aqueduct. 6 furlongs and optional 45 for statebreds. And the horse finished 10th by 7 1/4 lengths that day. Had a very wide trip, and just never really got going. Couldn't keep up with the faster horses. I do think this horse would do better at Belmont going 7 furlongs, but coming here to a mile could be a little bit more forwardly paced on this turf course. I think he could stay the mile trip. I think this horse is sitting on a decent run, but just doesn't want to go 6 on this turf course at Aqueduct where there's speed for 6 furlongs straight, running 106, especially now with those dry turf courses. 25th of April was the previous race locally, a mile 16th inner turf course and an open allowance race for 82,000. Finished 6 by 6 lengths, facing tough horse that day. Could have been a stakes race. Beek is a decent horse, won that day. Tax implication, finished second, decent horse. This horse just stalked and completely hit the wall off the bench. Probably needed the race that day. And then late November at Aqueduct, about a mile 16th on the inner turf course and statebred optional 45. Finished third by 3 3/4 lengths that day. And again, closed up from nowhere. It was a little bit wide, but got down the race course okay. And then 2 weeks prior at Aqueduct, mile 8th in the statebred and allowance race for 80,000. Win by 1 1/4 lengths. Again, a little bit wide, but really closed up well late. The races in late fall last year weren't bad at all, beginning with a race at Saratoga on closing weekend. Mile 16th inner and allowance race 95,000. She finished second by a head. She just missed. She had the lead. She got caught late. She ran her heart out that day. Refreshing here off some decent runs, back to a routing trip. She could win, but like I said, I think she's been crying out for Belmont to reopen so she could get that 7 furlongs in the wider turf course, but she could win on the paper here at 2 going a mile. I think the 6-horse Spooky Land for Rudy Rodriguez and Luis Rivera Jr. could win also. Was winner 3 back here in the fall, going on an allowance race for statebreds, going a mile 16th, winning by a half a length, basically on the front end dueling. She ran a terrific race. Came back to run against Beek in that allowance race where she finished third by 1 1/4 lengths, just kind of hitting the wall late off the bench. And then they tried the horse sprinting where she just wasn't sprinting, keeping up with those sprinting kind of horses. I think back to a slower pace 1 mile off of a decent workout a few weeks ago. At 5-2, I'll use her in the pick 4 that begins with this race, or the early pick 4 that begins with the previous race, whatever we decide to play. But to recount my selection for the third from Belmont, the Big A, going to take the 2-horse Snowy Evening, give kudos to the 6-horse Spooky Land, 2-6-5-4 super, 2-6 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.